What's going down, guys? It's TK Pryor coming at you from my home office. It's late here in Kuwait. I can't sleep, so I'm up. But a few things have hit me because I'm always studying, and my concentration is on what can I do to help people, inspire people. Now, lately, I've been trying to revamp my tactics because my video marketing doesn't really inspire people to chime in, participate, or do anything other than scroll past it. So I'm changing my methods. I'm attempting some new things. But one of the things that hit me is that certain people are in a position of power and influence over a large autonomous system. Like they are in control of their own microeconomy, and they're not understanding the influence, power, and control that they have over their microeconomy. Let me give you an example. I won't name names, but there's a said comedian that has a 1 million following on Instagram. So when he went to a major studio, the major studio said, "We want to monetize your million followers on Instagram," but it was a one-way deal where the studio benefited, and he, the artist, basically just handed over his subscriber base as a part of the sign-on deal. So of course he said no. But I want you guys to have a little bit of vision and a little bit of forward thinking, because I always talk about diversification internationally and the power of leverage-based income over wage-based income. Wage-based income, you should know, is your job, a fixed amount of money for a fixed amount of time. Leverage-based income is getting paid for the efforts of other people through a system. So because you refer somebody to a system and they spend money within that system, you are monetarily rewarded for every person that funnels through that system. And it's usually in the best leverage-based payment systems, the best ones pay you to infinity. So this is the vision that I want people to see, and this is what came to me. I want you guys that are in control of a microeconomy to utilize the power of leverage-based payment systems to monetize your influence, or to monetize your group that you have influence over. So let's use the original example of an unnamed comedian who has 1 million followers on Instagram. Now, if the comedian was to position himself within a leverage-based system and then position people close to him who he felt were important in that same system, and then open that leverage-based payment system to his 1 million followers, then he instantly allowed the monetization of that million microeconomy. But the nature of a leverage-based system is that it's not a pyramid where only the person at the top makes money. It's not like the studio deal that was offered to the comedian in just said example. It's actually a two-way system. That's why it's called leverage, where the monetization continues to infinity in the best systems. So in other words, everyone that travels through the system gets empowered just as much as the person who held up the system to begin with, the leader that opened it to his microeconomy. See, what happens is the leader opens it to his microeconomy. He has 1 million followers on Instagram. He opens the door to a system in which they probably would never been exposed to otherwise. Then he holds the door open. He holds it open while his 1 million followers goes through that payment system. And because the nature of leverage-based payments pays you to infinity, what you find is that as people pass through the door, that the person in charge of the microeconomy is holding up, everyone gets empowered. Because leverage-based payments give commissions to anyone who passes through the door. So I want you guys to see this and have the vision to see this as a financial paradigm shift, as a means to eradicate poverty, and as a means to change people's lives, especially those of you who are in charge of microeconomies. If you have a large organization, a large following, and you do not know how to monetize that following, if you offer your followers, the all million of them that's on Instagram and just that example, if you offer them a leverage-based payment system, then everyone who gets involved in the system becomes financially empowered, not just you being the leader of that microeconomy. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I really try to create financial empowerment through leverage-based systems to open the door to decentralized currency and allow people to become their own bank. Because when you step away from government and bank control, you really step into freedom, and freedom to make your own decisions, move your own money, and not be dictated to in terms of monetary control policies, bail-ins, you name it, from the government. They come up with it. You escape all of that. Inflation, you become your own success story because you use a more powerful form of commerce. And those are the things that I talk about all the time. I talk about the benefits of a superior payment method and why you should convert out of fiat money and into alternative money, given the fact that over time alternative money gains value, whereas fiat money loses value daily, and the fact that this is an affinity-based payment system. If you refer someone to use $1, you don't get a commission. But if you refer somebody to use alternative currency, guess what? You do get a commission. So open the door to leverage-based payments, especially those of you who are in charge of microeconomies, have a large following, big influence. And even if you don't have that, I'm just trying to get you to change your vision, open your mind, expand your horizons, and really accept something that will empower you financially. In this wealth transfer that's taking place, the only way you can profit in chaos, you have to position yourself. And the choice to position yourself comes through action, not through, some osmosis. It really comes through you taking action, taking the right steps, and then utilizing the systems that are in place that can allow you to change your system, or I should say change your life, because this is life-changing. This is a door opener. And if you choose to allow me to assist you in that process, I have been in this type environment for over a year, and I can help you through the step-by-step. Just, get in contact with me and we can get started. But really, even if you scroll past this video, even if you don't listen, what I hope that I do is begin to open your mind to the thought, so that maybe one day when the shit really does hit the fan, you'll be like, I remember when. And by then, maybe it won't be too late.